So here's something that almost happened, and I'm really glad it didn't. I was this close to paying full price for Hostinger. Not because I didn't know better, but because I was in a rush. I was setting up a new website, had everything ready to go, and I just wanted to launch. No delays, no distractions. I figured, hey, it's already affordable. Why bother hunting for a discount? But something told me to pause, and I'm glad I did, because the coupon code I found ended up cutting my total almost in half. I'll explain how that happened, and more importantly, how you can avoid making the same mistake I almost did. But first, if you've never used Hostinger before, here's what you need to know. It's one of the fastest growing web hosting providers in the world, and it's not hard to see why. The prices are crazy low, especially compared to some of the older, overpriced companies that make everything feel complicated. With Hostinger, you can launch a professional-looking site without feeling like you're stepping into a tech support nightmare. That's exactly why I chose them. I wanted something simple, reliable, and not bloated with stuff I didn't need. I was launching a site for a side project, a small niche blog I didn't want to spend hundreds on. I checked out their pricing, picked the premium plan, and was literally seconds away from clicking the final Pay Now button. That's when it hit me. I hadn't looked for any coupons. Now, normally I don't bother with coupon codes. Too many of them are expired, fake, or you have to jump through hoops. But I figured I'd do one quick check before locking in my payment. And I'm glad I did. Because what I found wasn't just some generic 5% off, it was a legit discount that dropped my total down by a huge amount. And it wasn't through some sketchy third-party site either. It was a real offer that anyone can use, but most people don't even know exists. It honestly kind of shocked me. I mean, Hostinger's already known for having some of the cheapest hosting out there, especially for how good the performance is. So the fact that there was an additional discount on top of that, it felt like I had unlocked some kind of secret deal. And when I looked back at what I almost paid, it made me realize how easy it is to leave money on the table just by not knowing better. And that's the part that stuck with me, but because I know a lot of people are probably in the same spot I was. You're building a site, you're probably doing it yourself. You want it to look good, load fast, and not break the bank. You're not trying to become a server expert or spend hours figuring out settings. You just want something that works, and Hostinger does that. But if you don't know about the discount, you'll miss it. There's no big pop-up at checkout, no last-minute alert saying, hey, don't forget this Muhammad. You either find it in time or you don't, and most people don't. That's why I'm sharing this story, because I almost paid full price for no reason, and I don't want you to do the same. In the next part, I'll explain exactly what Hostinger includes in their hosting plans, why it's actually better than some of the more expensive options out there, and how to tell if it's right for you, even if you're not technical, even if you've never done this before. I'll walk you through it step by step so you're not guessing like I was. And when you do check out Hostinger, just know this. It's already a great deal, but only if you don't miss the coupon. After I found that coupon and saw how much I was about to overpay, I started wondering what exactly I was getting for the price, and if Hostinger could really live up to the hype. I had used other hosting providers before, and most of them felt like you were paying for stuff you didn't understand and didn't need. Hidden fees, weird setup process, and techie dashboards that made you feel like you were doing something wrong. But Hostinger was different from the start. The first thing that stood out to me was how clean and modern everything felt. The sign-up process was simple. No confusing options. No pressure to tack on 5 extra services just to move forward. I chose the premium plan because it offered the best mix of features and affordability, especially for a first website or side project. And with the coupon code, I paid less than I've ever paid for any hosting plan, period. Now here's where a lot of people get confused when they're choosing hosting. They think cheaper means worse. I did too. But with Hostinger, I realized it's not about cutting corners, it's about cutting complexity. They've stripped away the stuff that gets in the way and kept everything you actually need. For example, you get a free domain for the first year. That alone saves you money right off the bat. You also get free email hosting, so you can create a professional address like yourdomain.com, which makes a big difference when you're trying to look legit. And the thing that sealed it for me, it's all optimized for WordPress right out of the box. I didn't have to install anything manually or figure out how to connect databases or any of that. I just picked a template, clicked a few buttons, and my site was live in under 10 minutes. No exaggeration. If you've ever tried to set up a site before and found yourself drowning in error messages or vague instructions, you know how rare that kind of simplicity is. Performance-wise, I was also impressed. Hostinger uses something called Lightspeed servers, which honestly I didn't understand at first, but I definitely noticed the difference. My pages loaded quickly, even with images and plugins. And when I tested the site on mobile, it felt just as smooth. I've used hosts in the past where everything looked fine on desktop, but loading on a phone took forever. Not the case here. And again, this wasn't some stripped down starter package. The premium plan supports multiple websites, offers plenty of storage, free SSL security, weekly backups, and an easy to use control panel that doesn't make you feel like you need a degree in computer science. It's powerful, but it's made for real people, not developers or tech pros. All of this made me realize how close I was to missing out, not just on the discount, but on the experience. Because if I had gone with another host or even paid full price for the same plan, I probably would have felt like I was settling, like I was forcing something that didn't quite fit. With Hostinger, everything just worked, faster than I expected and smoother than I'd experienced before. And when you combine that with the coupon I used, the value is honestly hard to beat. That's the part that gets me. Hostinger is already priced lower than most big name providers, and yet they still offer these coupon codes that take it even further. Most people just don't know they exist, or they assume they won't work. But they do. And once you use one, it feels like you've unlocked something that was meant to stay hidden. In the final part, I'll walk you through exactly how to apply the coupon code at checkout, what to expect during setup, and how to avoid the common mistakes most beginners make. If you're thinking about launching a site and want the best possible start without wasting money, trust me, you'll want to stick around. So let's say you're ready to go. You've got the idea, you want to launch your site, and you're leaning toward Hostinger because of how affordable and beginner-friendly it is. That's exactly where I was. But before you rush through the checkout, there's one thing you need to know, because I almost missed it myself. When you get to Hostinger's site, you'll see their plans laid out really clearly. There's the single plan, the premium plan, and the business plan. I went with the premium plan because it lets you build multiple websites, gives you a free domain for the first year, email hosting, solid storage, and all the tools you need to get online fast. It's the most balanced option for the price, especially if you're just starting out or planning to grow. But here's the thing I almost didn't realize, and this is where most people miss out. The discount that makes Hostinger such an insane deal doesn't show up unless you click the right link. There's no special code to type in, no field where you manually enter anything. The discount is automatically applied once you click the link in the description. That's it. It's built into the link. And I'll be honest, I almost didn't click it. I was browsing the site directly and didn't realize I was looking at the regular prices. It wasn't until I went back, clicked the same link I had saved in a note from earlier, and reloaded the page that I saw the total drop significantly. It applied the lowest pricing they offer, and that's when I realized just how close I came to paying more than I needed to. So don't make the same mistake. If you're about to sign up, make sure you click that link first. It only takes a second, and the discount is applied instantly at checkout. No pop-ups, no coupon code needed. Just a clean, automatic price drop that you'd never know was there unless someone told you. Once you've got the plan selected, Hostinger walks you through the setup in a really clean, simple way. They ask what kind of website you want to build, whether you're using WordPress or something else, and then they handle the rest. Within a few clicks, your site is live and ready to customize. I know some people are nervous about the tech side of things, like setting up domains, email, SSL, and backups. But honestly, Hostinger handles most of it for you. SSL is free and installs automatically. Your domain is activated right away. And their dashboard is so beginner-friendly, it almost feels like you're using an app on your phone. It's designed for people who aren't web developers, and that's what I appreciated most. If you've been putting off launching your site because you thought it was going to be expensive or too complicated, I totally get it. I felt the same way, but once I clicked that link, saw the discount apply automatically, and realized how fast I could be up and running, it shifted everything. I wasn't stuck anymore. I was building, and that's why I'm sharing this. Because I know how close I came to overpaying. I was literally one click away from missing the best possible deal they offer. Hostinger doesn't shout about it. And there's no alert warning you if you're about to check out at full price. So if you're watching this and you're serious about launching your site, don't miss it. Click the link in the description and the discount will automatically apply. You'll get everything you need to build your site: the domain, the email, the fast hosting, and the peace of mind that you're not getting ripped off. You're actually getting one of the best hosting deals out there, quietly tucked away behind a single click. And that's what made the difference for me. I wasn't just saving money, I was finally moving forward.